Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up and just feel different? Not in a painful way. Not in a dramatic way. Just off. Maybe your legs feel a little heavier. Maybe your energy isn't quite there, even after a good night's sleep. Or maybe you notice something more personal, like a shift in your connection with your partner, something a little harder to talk about. You tell yourself, well, I am getting older, this must be normal. But deep down, you wonder. Is this just aging, or is something else going on inside me? If that sounds familiar, let me tell you something important: you are not alone. Because after 60, so many things in your body begin to change, subtly at first. Your circulation slows down. Your blood vessels don't open up the way they used to. And suddenly, you're not just feeling tired. You're feeling disconnected. Less vibrant. Maybe even less you. But here's the good news. You don't need pills. You don't need fancy supplements. Sometimes, the answers are simple. Natural. Already sitting in your kitchen. Yes, believe it or not, certain fruits, just 4 of them, have the power to make a big difference. We're talking about better circulation, more energy, and yes, even a stronger sense of intimacy and confidence in your body again. These fruits are packed with nutrients that support healthy blood flow, boost vitality, and help you feel more connected, not just to your loved ones, but to yourself. And today, I'm going to walk you through each one. One by one. Gently, clearly, and in a way that makes sense. And I'll be honest, the 4th fruit on this list. It's not something most people think of this way. But once you hear what it does, you might never look at it the same again. So, stick with me. Make yourself a cup of tea. Get comfortable. Because this isn't just about fruit. It's about getting back in touch with your health, your passion, and your life. If you believe age is just a number and you want to feel your best every single day, go ahead and comment, "Still thriving," below. Let the world know, you're not done yet. And if you're new here, or you've been watching us for a while, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Here at Elderly Wisdom Tips, we share real, down-to-earth advice to help you age with strength, dignity, and joy. Now let's dive into these 4 fruits, and what they can do for you. Let's begin with the first fruit on our list. It's small, deep red, and packed with more healing power than most people give it credit for. The pomegranate. Some call it the fruit of the gods. I like to call it the heart helper. Now let me tell you about Harold. Harold, 67. Retired, spends most mornings on long walks with his dog. But a few months back, he noticed he was getting winded quicker. Didn't think much of it, chalked it up to getting older. Then his wife mentioned something else. He didn't seem as present. Not as vibrant. Their connection, even physically, had started to change. So, Harold did something simple. He started drinking half a cup of pure pomegranate juice every morning. That's it. Within a few weeks, he wasn't just lasting longer on his walks, he had more energy all day. And more importantly, he and his wife felt that spark return. They were laughing more, talking more, holding hands again like they used to. Now why did this happen? It's not magic. It's science. Pomegranates are rich in something called nitrates and antioxidants, and these help your body produce more nitric oxide. Now don't worry, you don't need to remember all the terms. Just know this, nitric oxide helps open up your blood vessels, so blood flows more freely throughout your body, including to the parts that matter most for energy, clarity, and yes, intimacy. Better circulation means more oxygen to your brain, your muscles, your heart. And even areas of connection and closeness with your partner. But here's where people get it wrong. Most folks think pomegranates are just another trendy juice for heartburn or hydration. They buy those supermarket blends with labels that scream, heart healthy. But they're loaded with sugar and artificial stuff that actually hurt your health. So, Here's the simple fix: go for the real thing. Buy 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugars, no blends, no preservatives. Start with half a cup a day. That's all you need. Or, if you like, scoop out the seeds yourself and add them to your breakfast. Sprinkle them on yogurt or oatmeal. Let this become part of your routine, something you do just for you. You might be surprised how your body responds. Not just physically, but emotionally too. And remember, this is just the beginning. Because while pomegranates are powerful, they're not the only natural gift out there. There's another fruit. One you probably already have in your kitchen, that does wonders for your blood pressure, your energy, and your ability to feel calm and in control. The second fruit on our list. It's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Soft, sweet, familiar, maybe a little too familiar. I'm talking about the banana. Yep. The everyday banana. Simple, affordable, easy to peel, and quietly powerful for your circulation. Let me introduce you to Edna. She's 72, full of wisdom and stories. She used to believe bananas were just good for digestion or for when you're feeling a little backed up. She'd say, "Oh, that's what they gave us when we were kids and had a stomach bug." But then her doctor told her that her blood pressure was creeping up. Not dangerously high, but high enough to start paying attention. So, Edna made one small change. She started having one banana each morning, right alongside a few almonds or walnuts. That's it. Nothing fancy. Within weeks, not only did her blood pressure begin to level out, but she noticed she was less jittery during the day. More balanced. Calmer. She said, "I just feel more grounded." And there's a reason for that. Bananas are packed with potassium, a mineral your body depends on, especially as you age. Potassium's main job is to help balance out the sodium in your body. You see, when we eat too much salt, something that happens easily with processed foods and even innocent little snacks, it causes the blood vessels to tighten. That raises blood pressure and reduces healthy blood flow. But potassium? It relaxes those blood vessel walls. It eases that tension, like letting the air out of an overfilled balloon. And when that happens, your heart doesn't have to work so hard. Your body feels more at ease. Your blood flows more freely. And yes, that affects more than just your heart. Better circulation means better stamina, better clarity, and for many, better connection. Especially in those more personal moments. Now let's address a common worry. Some folks, especially seniors, avoid bananas because they think they're too sugary. And yes, bananas are sweet. But a medium banana only has about 100 calories, and the natural sugar comes wrapped in fiber, vitamins, and nutrients. Here's the trick: pair your banana with a handful of nuts, like almonds, walnuts, or even sunflower seeds. Why? Because the healthy fats and protein in the nuts help slow down the sugar's release into your bloodstream. That means steady energy, not a crash. And it keeps your heart, and your intimacy health, in balance. So tomorrow morning, instead of reaching for toast or skipping breakfast altogether, peel a banana. Add a few nuts. Enjoy it slowly. Make it a moment for yourself. It's not just a snack, it's a step toward better blood flow, more vitality, and a stronger connection with your body. Now speaking of sweetness. Our next fruit might surprise you. It looks like dessert. Tastes like candy. But don't let that fool you, because it's secretly one of nature's best circulation boosters. Let's move to the third fruit, and this one's for the soul as much as it is for the body. It's colorful. Tart. Sometimes sweet. And always packed with something special. Berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, the bedroom boosters, as some like to call them. Let me tell you about George and Linda. They've been married for over 40 years. Raised kids. Built a life. Weathered storms. But over the past few years, they both noticed something changing, not just in their bodies, but in their relationship. George felt more tired than usual. Linda said she missed the little sparks between them, the quiet touches, the laughter, the closeness. They still loved each other deeply, but that warm connection had started to fade. So, one morning, on a whim, Linda started adding a handful of berries to their oatmeal. Blueberries one day. Strawberries the next. Sometimes raspberries when she could find them fresh, or frozen when she couldn't. It seemed like a small thing. But within a few weeks, they both noticed a shift. More energy. Clearer minds. And surprisingly, a deeper sense of connection. They started holding hands again during their morning walks. Conversations got longer. And behind closed doors, that spark they thought was gone, it started coming back. So, what's going on in those tiny little berries? It all comes down to flavonoids, natural compounds found in these fruits that help your blood vessels relax and open up. This improves blood flow throughout the entire body, yes, even to those areas that play a key role in physical intimacy. And here's something many people don't realize: after 60, it's not always hormones that get in the way of intimacy. It's circulation. If the blood isn't flowing freely, neither is energy, passion, or that spark of closeness we all deserve, no matter our age. Now, here's the beauty of berries: they're easy to add to your day. 1 cup a day is all you need. Toss them into your oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or enjoy them as a snack. And yes, frozen berries work just as well as fresh. Sometimes even better, because they're picked at peak ripeness and frozen right away. Just steer clear of those canned versions in syrup. They're loaded with sugar that cancels out the benefits. Make it a morning habit. A little handful of color, flavor, and healing. Something you and your partner can enjoy together. Because when we nourish our bodies with the right foods, we also nourish our relationships, our energy, and our sense of confidence. But we're not done yet. Because the last fruit on our list? It's bold. Unexpected. Now, our final fruit today isn't some exotic superfood. It doesn't come in a fancy package. In fact, you've probably enjoyed it at every summer picnic since you were a child. Watermelon. Cool, juicy, refreshing, and surprisingly, one of the most powerful natural enhancers for circulation and intimacy. Let me introduce you to Walter. He's 70 now. Grew up on watermelon slices at family cookouts, juice dripping down his chin, seeds flying in every direction. But he never thought much about it as he got older, just figured it was a sweet treat. Nothing more. Then, during a routine checkup, Walter's doctor mentioned something interesting. He asked, "Do you still eat watermelon?" Walter laughed and said, "Only in the summer, doc." That's when the doctor leaned in and explained what most people don't know: watermelon is packed with something called citrulline, an amino acid that, once inside your body, turns into another compound called arginine. Why does that matter? Arginine helps produce nitric oxide, a gas that relaxes your blood vessels and improves blood flow. It's the same basic principle behind some intimacy-enhancing supplements, except watermelon does it naturally, and deliciously. Walter was floored. All these years, he thought watermelon was just sugar and water. But the next time he bought groceries, he picked up a small one, seedless, easy to slice. He began eating a few pieces before dinner each evening. And not long after, he noticed something. His stamina improved. His energy during the day felt steadier. He even said he felt more confident, not just physically, but emotionally. More sure of himself. More alive. And that, my friend, is the quiet magic of this fruit. Now, here's something to keep in mind: yes, watermelon has natural sugar. So if you're diabetic or watching your blood sugar, portion control matters. Try blending a cup into a smoothie with some ice and mint. It's cooling, satisfying, and easy on your system. Or just enjoy a few chilled slices before a meal. Make it a ritual. Something to look forward to. It hydrates, it refreshes, and it supports you in ways most people overlook. So next time you pass by that big green melon at the grocery store, don't walk by it. Pick it up. Cut it open. And let it work for you, from the inside out. Because now you know, nature holds powerful secrets. Not just for staying healthy, but for staying connected, vibrant, and intimate, even after 60. And we're not talking about miracles or medications. We're talking about fruit. Simple, everyday foods, with extraordinary effects. Let's take a moment now, and breathe this in together. Because aging, it comes with its challenges. Stiff joints. Slower mornings. That quiet frustration when your body doesn't respond like it used to. And for many, there's a silent grief that comes with feeling disconnected, from yourself, or from your partner. But here's the truth most people don't say out loud: losing that sense of closeness, of aliveness, of vitality, it's not something you have to accept. Not now. Not ever. Yes, your body changes. Yes, life slows down in ways. But the desire for connection, the need for touch, for joy, for spark, that doesn't go away with age. And it shouldn't. These 4 fruits: pomegranate, banana, berries, and watermelon, they're not just about circulation. They're not just about numbers on a chart or energy levels. They're about reclaiming something powerful. They're about staying connected to your partner, to your sense of self. To that part of you that still wants to wake up feeling good. Feeling strong. Feeling loved. Let's shift how we see this chapter of life. This isn't the decline. It's a season of rediscovery, if you let it be. Food is one of the simplest, most beautiful tools we have. Nature didn't forget about you. In fact, it's been quietly offering help all along, right there in your fruit bowl. So, here's what I want you to do, right now. Go check your fridge. Do you have any of these fruits? If not, just pick one and add it to your grocery list for the week. You don't have to overhaul your whole diet or chase magic pills. Just one small, natural change can open the door to more energy, clearer thinking, and yes, even more intimacy. And if you're sitting there thinking, I'm too old for this to matter, please hear me, you are not too old to thrive. You're not too far gone. Your body still listens. It still responds. It still wants to move, to feel, to love. And sometimes, all it takes is one small act of care, a piece of fruit, a walk around the block, a smile shared over breakfast. To remind you, you're still here. You're still worthy. And there is still so much life ahead. Let's do a quick recap together, just to bring it all home. First, we talked about pomegranate, your heart's best friend. Full of antioxidants and circulation-boosting nitrates, it's more than just a pretty fruit. It's power in a glass. Second, we had bananas, the simple, gentle giant that helps keep your blood pressure in check and your energy nice and steady. Third, we dived into berries. Those little jewels that do big work for intimacy, helping keep the spark alive with natural flavonoids that get blood flowing in all the right places. And then there's watermelon, our final fruit. Refreshing, sweet, and secretly one of nature's strongest tools for stamina and connection. It's not just a treat, it's a tool. 4 fruits. 4 simple choices. And each one is a gentle but powerful step toward a more energized, connected, and joyful life after 60. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these fruits do you already eat? Or better yet, which one are you most excited to try after hearing all this? Let me know in the comments below. Your thoughts could inspire someone else who's on the same journey. And hey, if something in this video gave you a spark, if you learned something new that made you sit up a little straighter or smile with curiosity. Then go ahead and click that thumbs up. And subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Tips. Because every day, we're talking about how to age with more strength, more joy, and more connection. This channel is here for you. Not with fear, not with pressure, just wisdom, compassion, and real, simple tools that work. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with me. It means more than you know. And remember, your best years. They're not behind you. They're within you. Stay vibrant. Stay curious. And I'll see you in the next video.